Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver this latest timeless collective channel message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on my website located in the title of this live. Raw, real, unedited, uncut, deprogrammed, sugar-free broadcast, because the only thing we're sugarcoating around here is these nails. Okay, all the information about services and about the channel is in the description box below the video and on the website located in the title. Okay, thank you for all your love donations. Thank you for choosing me for your personal consultations and making me your favorite reader and YouTuber. All right, so we pulled your alpha and omega messages. We pulled them first, we'll read them last. And as I'm going to pull the dominant energy for the reading, overall energy, it said spread them on the selenite. So, and I heard and get a feel for the cards. So give me just a moment. I got a Giant Rider Waite deck here for those on the Wisdom app. Welcome back. I haven't been live on Wisdom in a while. Been focusing on the YouTube crew. Okay, this one. Dominant energy is 8 of Swords. In a lower vibration, 8 of Swords is being stuck in your head. Always thinking about what everybody else got to say, what everybody else is talking about, and all that mess. On a higher vibration, 8 of Swords is like, I don't care what nobody else is saying. I'm focused on what I know to be true, and can't nobody make me see something no other way. So you could either be stubbornly focused or sloppily focused. We're going to find out more about what's coming out here. So with the 8 of Swords as a dominant energy, we're going to get some more details. Shout out to Maeli Design, our first comment on the live session. I see Jasmine Calderon with us. I see Janine. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. All right. So let me see. I want to pull an oracle card from the crystal reading cards and see what's the dominant energy for our download today. Please and thank you. We'll use a few decks to pull a dominant energy. Then we'll go into an experience using the handmade oracle cards and the tarot. So let's see, listeners, God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. So thankful and grateful to be able to channel these messages for the love and peace and happiness. Try here at this time. Okay, by divine design. Let's see, listeners, God. Okay, yeah. And I hear, yeah, you prepared your whole life. You went through a lot of lessons in order to be able to channel these messages with the purity that you do. Okay, so let's see what we have. For you coming out of the crystal reading cards, and they're showing me spreading them again here on the selenite slab and feeling for the energies. So give me just a moment. Okay, right here, give me a shock. Past life came out. Past life. All right. And with that past life card, I'm getting a energy about North Node, South Node energy there. North Node, South Node. So if you've been keeping up with some of the homework assignments Spirit has given here through the channel over the recent days, weeks, and months, they have encouraged us to go ahead and discover, if we didn't already know, where our North and South Node was, so that we could identify life purpose for this lifetime and past life strengths that come in to support us during this lifetime. Okay. I also am seeing intuitively with these two cards, somebody here, you having an experience with a past life connection. Be careful with that. They have a very high magnetism and chemistry there. But sometimes, people got this dreamy idea, this fantasy type idea about past life connections, that they are all that. Yeah, sometimes all that they are is a whole big old mess. They're a whole big old mess. Sometimes past life didn't work out then, and if that person isn't ready on a soul level, or you're not ready on a soul level, it could turn into a giant magnetic mess where I hear trauma bonds and addictions. A lot of past life connections are simply trauma bonds, okay? And for some of you, this isn't, you don't necessarily believe in past life reincarnation, but whenever I see past life in a reading, whenever I get past life vibes, one thing that my consciousness has shown me is like, about every decade, you seem to be living a different life. Not all of you, but some of you definitely going to resonate with, you changed. Like if you look at who you were a decade ago, and what a perfect time to reflect on that, as this is the beginning of a whole new calendar year, that, you're way different than who you used to be. I was just having this conversation with somebody yesterday about, how difficult it can be to reconnect with family members that you haven't seen since you were a child when you're grown, because you don't know them. They don't know you. You're nothing like you were when you were a child, a teenager, or 20 thing. Once you start getting into your 30s and 40s, you change. Once you start getting into your 50s and 60s, you really change, right? You're nowhere like how you used to be back then. Your consciousness is different. So sometimes the past life energy is reflecting to who you used to be, okay? So there's lessons I hear. In the past life, you could have learned how important it was to keep your powerful point of focus and not to be distracted by the points of view of the others, not to be distracted by outside ideas and opinions and such. Okay, we have the wild unknown archetype cards here. We spread them on the selenite. Give me a moment so I can feel into these energies and see where our card is coming from. Is it there? I felt that. Yeah, I'm going back there. Okay, this one. The judge is coming through. Okay, the judge. I heard the judge has to see everything without bias. Okay, the judge has to have a well-balanced understanding of everything happening here, and the judge is concerned with the facts and only the facts. Somebody here, you've been focused on overcoming who you used to be in the past. Okay, the judge, I heard you've been found, you've been seen. Okay, your truth is standing upright in your energy here. Let me see. I'm being guided to use the heart's hidden secrets oracle to pull some more of these general energies. So let's get the shuffle on here. Yeah, so anywhere where you wanted to change who you were, and that was a big focus for you, I just see like it's been a long haul, but you've definitely changed who you were. You've come into a different state of being. Somebody here, you got a connection going on with somebody, and it feels like there's past life connection there. It's a high level of magnetism and chemistry, and you're just like, this is a shit show. Why do I want it so bad? Well, it could be tugging on your soul from another level. The judge is there to see what you're going to do. I heard for you in the past, I just saw that clearly. In the past life, somebody here, what you did was you allowed yourself to stay in a shit show until it destroyed your whole life and you lost everything. You could have actually lost your life behind this. They're showing me somebody who is in denial about the abuser's abusive behavior and saying, oh, they'll change until they don't change, but they take the life, the physical life, right? And so in a past life, somebody here, you have a strong attraction to somebody who, you have a major past life energy with this person, because in the past life, I see you tolerated that mess until it literally killed you. Okay, so somebody here, that's not for everybody clearly, but that's going to resonate. Now, a lot of you are going to resonate with it in the light of symbolism. Okay, whether it's literally this human life, who you used to be 10, 20 years ago, something like that, versus who you are today. You stayed in a situation either way until it killed you. Now, it may not have been physically. This brought you to a point of having a whole life change, a whole perspective shift to where nobody could tell you different. Eight of Swords. In the Eight of Swords, that woman is not struggling. She's standing there peacefully, but she's blindfolded. And she's tied up to the sword that she's standing in front of. Okay, and the thing about it is she's connected to her idea. She's focused on her idea. She's not moving based off of what other people say. You learned this in the past life. This has made you a better judge of character, especially your own character. I heard especially your own character, instead of just falling for whatever I heard Tom, Dick, and Harry got to say to you, Susie, Sally, and Cindy. You know what I'm saying? We ain't listening to all these folks. You know who you are. You know what you're here to do. You're staying focused at the matter at hand. Let me see what the heart's hidden secret. Where's this energy at for this download? We don't usually pull cards this way. There's not a wrong way to do it. There's only a right way to do it. Spirit's going to always make sure that the message comes out, needs to come out. Or at least that's the way I read. That might not work with every reader. That might not work for you, but it works for me. That's how I've been set up in this energy. The reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet with memories coming up. Yeah. Are you just spending some time in reflection, looking at how far you've come, baby? That's a good thing. I heard celebrate your victories, celebrate your wins. That is a beautiful thing that you should do. It's beneficial to you to sit in here and realize who you are and how far you've come. It is a beautiful thing. All right, let's see. The Divine Feminine Oracle wants to speak next, so we're going to shuffle these up. Yeah, it's been a long journey, okay? But all along the journey, as I'm looking at the memories card, you've been supported. You've been supported by ancestral energies. You've been supported by nature, okay? By the energy of growth. You didn't know that you have these different supporters in the spirit realm because you never even knew their name. You probably never really pondered too much on their existence at all, but these are the folks that lived on this earth long before your memory, your human memory can tell you about, who went through different trials and tribulations, and they wanted to create a specific energy in their life. And they got as far as they could, and then their time on earth expired. And these are people who came long before your grandparents even. I'm picking up on people thousands of years ago, right? And what they went through and some of the visions that they had, but they held that energy and spirit since they went to spirit. And some of them come back, and some of them are just in a phase where they're on the non-physical plane right now. And they come back. I heard many, many times again. And now they're showing me this about you. You've come back many, many times again and again. I'm seeing for a minimum of 9 times. I heard 9 lives. You're like a cat with 9 lives, okay? But you literally have lived at least 9 lives here. And you brought this energy with you about being able to judge a situation, okay? But it needed to be revealed in you. So I heard even since you were a child, you had an excellent sense of judgment, but you doubted yourself so much because you used to be focused on what everybody else's opinions were. You were right about the situations every time, but you were busy worrying about what somebody else said you should do and what they thought your opinion should be and how they thought you should view the situation. And I'm picking up on an energy. Yeah, but that's your mom. Yeah, but that's your sister. Yeah, but that's your dad. You know what? Shut up. If you don't like it, click off. Yeah, some of you have major connection to family members, past life energy, and those are number one karmic soulmates right there. What's a soulmate? A soulmate is not the person you fall in love with forever, happy and all that. No, a soulmate is somebody who comes in your life to cause your soul to grow. This is somebody you're going to have a high level of magnetism and a high level of chemistry with, or they're just going to be present in your life. And you can't really shake them ever. Just like you'll never change in this physical life who your mother and father and sister and brother are. They're going to always be that, okay? And so they came in to tempt you to fall into that same cycle from the past life. See if you would defeat yourself all over again. Would you drop your whole spiritual journey for them again? Would you give up your whole life and everything you worked for them again? And some of you, like I said, this is on this physical lifetime. It was just decades ago. Will you throw yourself into trying to change this person's life so much that you wreak havoc on your own stability that you created for yourself to try to change something that already is that this person has chosen, where you don't really have power to create change? The only place you have power to create change is in yourself. They're the only ones with the power to create change there. Okay, let me see. What do we have? Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. That's where your powerful point of focus is going, okay? The past has taught you so very much for this point in time, so that you would have the skills and the abilities, okay? It would be on your soul. You went through so many lessons in past lives and earlier on in life to get you ready to have the experience and the wisdom of how to move and groove on another level here. Okay, so let's see. I'm being guided to the miracles now, Oracle. Let's see what else we have for dominant energies here in your reading. I'm hearing the miracles now is a supportive energy. I heard even if it doesn't look like it on the surface, don't worry, it's still a supportive energy. And so now there's this message coming through saying, So how will you judge this situation? As you judge it, so shall it be. Okay, did you learn from the past of judging it to be your misery, your confinement, your restriction, your loss, your badness? Or are you now able to look at situations that don't look so pretty on the surface and say, now there's an empowering reason this is happening for me? Even if you don't know what it is, can you at least affirm that instead of affirming that it's to your detriment? Can you affirm it to your benefit? I heard, can you now at least affirm it to your benefit? Okay, so that's a big deal, because they're saying, as you speak it, so shall it be. In other words, if you declare and decide that it is beneficial for you, then it must be so. If you decide and declare that it is your tragedy, your loss, your detriment, then it must be so. Okay, it's right here. It's right here. This one. All right. My happiness can be measured by the level of my faith in love coming out from the miracles now. I heard, love has got the power, I heard, to bridge all gaps. To bridge all gaps. And the way they're showing me the bridge in all gaps is physical gaps. Like there's not physical attention, but the love can cross that gap. In other words, you might not be in a physical presence with somebody, but the love can still extend to that place, to that person, to that situation, even if you're not there physically. Because the way I'm hearing it is you had learned that physical presence is not always to your benefit in these situations. Yeah, so somewhere here, this is like, yeah, it's not beneficial for you to continue to go there physically, but your energy can go there, and that's a beautiful thing. That's the vibe. All right. So let's get something from the Love Oracle, because some of you, this is going to pertain to romance and love. Okay, let's see what's the message here. What do you have? This one we're just gonna pull from the hand. I heard, okay, from the palm. All right, so let's see, what else can you add to a message? What can you reveal about the dominant energies here? Faith in love. In the past, these past experiences have taught you how to be a wise judge, okay, about where you focus your energy, because you got an energy of creativity, and you got to focus that wisely. You have to know yourself enough to know where you focus that energy. And some of you, the reason why that past experience took you all the way to your detriment, and some to a death, to death, to everybody to a death, where it was literally or symbolically, spiritually, right? It was because you flowed so much energy to that situation that you weren't getting none back from the situation, and you stopped focusing on the things that you deserve to focus that love on inside yourself. Okay, and so that past experience coming in as a teacher right now. Let me see. Show me the dominant energy of this download. Thank you. And it says passion. Magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at the present. I'm telling you, a highly magnetic connection coming in on the cards right now. And when that happens, there's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of desire. There's a lot of this and that going on in there. But the thing is, that's when you're feeling that, that's because there's definitely some shadow work to be done in there most of the time. Okay, is it all the time or most of the time? They said most of the time. You said it right. Okay, it's not all the time. But the reason why you feel that is because the divine is within it. It doesn't mean you're going to keep them forever. It doesn't mean the situation will never change. It doesn't mean the situation is permanent. It means that there's divine wisdom in that situation for you at that time. Now, what's interesting is we've actually done this in physical experience where we knew something wasn't a beneficial situation for us. We knew that we weren't winning in the situation. We knew it was never going to turn out to be that fantasy we had in our head. Yet we stayed in it. We stayed in it because we also knew that it was triggering the heck out of us. And when something triggers you, it's showing you the soot in the bottom of your own tank, baby. It's showing you the dirt and the funk sitting in your own energy, okay? And if you have something that you're so stuck on right now and it doesn't feel good because you're not getting what you deserve, and it feels like the same shit you've been through before, one of the empowering questions you want to ask to yourself at this time is, what is the lesson here for me to see? Because I'm ready to transmute this energy, you see? putting a statement on the transmutation of the energy, opening up the energy to flow with a question mark on what is there here for me to see, okay? And then guiding, what is it you're looking for? You're looking for how to transmute this energy. There's also in that question with the empowering question and the empowering statement, an understanding and a knowing that there is solution, that there is answers, that there is guidance, and that there is a way out. And that there is a way out. And if you don't believe in a way out, if your statement that you're solidifying in the energy with a period is, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do. Look at how disempowering that statement is. Somebody here, because the Eight of Swords, one of the words for it is stuck. You know, if you're feeling stuck in the same stuff from the past, what is this situation here showing me that I can see to transmute this energy? Okay, that's what you want to know. Because this magnetic situation right here is calling you in. And it's like when you finally find the answer that your soul has you there to find, to realize, what'll happen is that magnetism will break and it'll turn into a repellent. In other words, I've had this literally happen where, you know, I stayed in the situation. I loved. It was not reciprocated. It wasn't appreciated. It wasn't even really seen. It wasn't even really seen for what it was. And I stayed there so long, but I knew that there was something for me to learn. And when I figured that out, the energy broke. And now I wanted nothing more than to let go, release. The energy went from being magnetic to repellent. And that's what will happen. The energy will shift from magnetism to being repellent. It will literally, your energy will push you away from somebody. It will feel gross to sit in their ambiance. It'll feel gross to sit in their energy when your soul has learned what it needed to learn there. And you won't be able to make yourself, you can't force yourself no more. It's just not in who you are no more. And now, guess what? That's a time where you step into the next phase of life. And that situation became a past life. Let me see what we have coming out. You don't know what you don't know. Boom. I love that just came out, because that is a big supporter of what we were just talking about. As far as being willing, I heard remaining teachable, being willing to be taught by the universe, being willing to be shown what needs to be seen in the self, okay, for self-awareness, okay, with the Saraswati card that had come out about self-awareness. She's the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. Now, here's the thing. Do not get tempted to disempower yourself by saying, they're doing this to me, it's their fault. No, you attracted it for a reason. And if you are truly in your power, you'll understand that whether it looks pretty or ugly, you attracted it for a reason. And if you attracted it for a reason and you don't want to attract that no more, then you will look at it with a self-reflective mirror to see, where is that energy being held inside of me, and how can I release it, because I'd like to attract something different now. It's not their fault. They come only in because they align somewhere with you. Now, that's the cold pill to swallow. That's a real cold pill to swallow. But I'd be doing you a real injustice if I sat up here and said, yeah, well, this person is just shit. Well, some of them are just shit, but guess what? The shit that they are is resonant somewhere within you. It could be a point of a focus that you've been holding that has been nothing but shit, and so now you're attracting it. It could be somewhere where you lied to yourself. You lied to yourself about what you're really doing, and the same thing this person is doing is the same thing you're doing to somebody else, or that you did to somebody else. This could be, you know, the energy of what you had done in another whole different experience with a whole different person coming back to you. Okay, and it didn't feel good for the person you did it to then. Now you get to live the other side of the scales. So you can balance the karma, okay? But you don't know what you don't know until you ask. And I heard, until you ask and you shall receive. I heard, a knock and the door shall be open to you, okay? The doors of your own mind, the doors of your own consciousness, the doors of your own self-knowledge. And what happens when you look at something? It vibrates differently. This is quantum physics facts. This is scientifically based, evidential proof. Facts. This is not some idea, okay? This is not somebody's opinion. These are facts. When you look at something, it vibrates differently. So use the mirror that the one is showing you, okay? They're holding up a mirror in front of you, and then the Bible talks about, you know, it's a fool to look in the mirror and then walk off without cleaning the mess off of their own face. So you a fool if you had a difficult experience here where you felt so much magnetism and you walk out without seeing some room for self-growth, for self-awareness, okay? Whatever that is. Okay, so let's see. What is that? I have the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle, looking for one card. What is that the mirror is showing? Thank you. The mirror is showing healing heart. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So in this experience, you very much you could have attracted someone who is stuck in a toxic relationship or addiction or heartbreak energy. Okay, if you are feeling that way right now, it's still vibrating in you. If you immediately repelled this energy, guess what? You have healed. You have healed beyond that. So however that plays out for you, that's beautiful. Let me see. We have the Indigo Sage affirmation cards for you next. We'll pull one more general dominant energy for the whole reading, and then we're going to go into an experience. So let's see what else we have. What's the message here, Lord God? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, the most powerful spell I know. And I heard the thank you will be necessary in releasing yourself from this. You think that you can just walk away and it's over. But the fact of the matter is you got to find the reason to say thank you. Thank you for being the asshole in my life so I could see the angel that I could be. So I could stop being the asshole in the energy too, okay? And so somebody don't like my language, click off, you little softy. You little softy, click off, okay? You're going to have to have a little bit of thick skin to come around here and hang out, okay? The Sacred Human, card number 25, okay? High Priestess and Hierophant. This is sacred union, a divine sacred union of spiritual beings, okay? The High Priestess and the Hierophant is like, this is beyond the Empress and Emperor as far as the connection, because we're talking about two who are in sacred service to the divine coming together in union. And for a lot of you, this is you coming together with yourself, because now you didn't look finally in the mirror and you can really see who you are. What do you know? When you do that, now you can actually work with yourself in a way that's productive, not counterproductive. Now, the message here says, you are an incomparable, ever-changing, beautiful expression of divine love. Yes. Somebody here, you've been beating yourself up for years, I hear, because you always choose the wrong one to love. Why I keep loving these people? Well, because, honey, you were the one that had the ability to love those people. Not anybody could have loved those people. You understand what I'm saying? Some of you got to accept the fact that the way your love is set up, Spirit's going to give you the real tough cookies to crack, the real tough nuts to crack. So they could have been feeling real nutty. Somebody here, you could have been dealt with a lot of mental health patients, okay? Or they should have been. I heard that, okay? For somebody, that's the truth. But the fact of the matter is, you love the ones that were the most difficult to love. Why? Because you was the only one with the capacity of love. A situation like that where somebody, why are they showing me? They're showing me waterboarding. You know how in all the movies where they put a towel over somebody's mouth and they just pour water on it and the person can't breathe, can't breathe, can't breathe, can't breathe? Okay, on a spiritual level, this is what had to happen to get them to appreciate the freaking breath that they have. The breath of what? The breath of love, okay? Because you inundated somebody's energy with so much love to where they had to breathe it in because they were so thirsty for a breath. Okay, they had to breathe it in. And then you have to let them go once they got a taste of love. Because what happened when they got a taste of real love, they're going to always thirst for that again. Okay, they're going to always thirst for that again. And no, you weren't literally torturing nobody, but to them, it could have felt like torture, being treated so damn. Who are you to come around here and treat me well? Don't you know I'm used to being treated like shit? Treat them like shit and they stick to you like dirt. So this person fell off as soon as you treated them with so much love, it felt like it was drowning for them. They don't know the love like that. Okay, they're used to shit storm relationships. They're used to fucked up connections. They're used to people who don't truly express love. Whatever their idea of love is not what the heck it is. But you were happy to be there while you were there. And then it turned off. And then it turned off. It turned off because you realized it wasn't healthy for you, because you realized that it taught you something and you were done learning the lesson. You had to go, okay? It turned off because you realized this looks just like a past relationship that I had. Oh, man, this is dredging up all the memories. On one side, we have the memories. On the other side of the judge, we have the past life. So this situation, it made you become a wiser judge of character, a wiser judge for yourself of what experience, because you started to see the signs from an experience that you had before that pre-paved the way for you to walk out the door, baby. That's what I heard. Yes. And you can, your happiness show the level of your faith in love. Okay. And the thing is, when you walk away, man, I hear it felt so much lighter when you walked away, when you dropped that weight, when you stopped trying to force that to be what you knew it wasn't by this point. Okay. And you focused on what you needed to see in yourself, happiness returned. Okay, anywhere where you have happiness right now, pastors taught you, I'm just going to focus on that, okay? And know that the spirit has got so much more for me here on the physical plane, because all things are spiritual. They're tapped in, they're drawing it in, okay? I'm connected to that. I don't have to stress and worry about how and when and where and all of that stuff. I heard it's not just about divine timing at play. It's about my own level of readiness to see and accept what I'm receiving, so that I don't do the same damn thing that fool did. Oh, okay. So some of you got a lesson to prepare you not to make the same mistake that somebody else made when this situation happens from the other perspective, from your perspective of being the receiver. I feel like the other one, in this past experience, the other side was the receiver. This time you'll be the receiver. Don't fumble the ball. I heard don't fumble the ball because of fears about past life, okay? This situation is going to teach you something different. And so it's important for you to go ahead and take that ball all the way to the line, baby, so you can get them points, so you can take that wisdom out. There's a sacred human coming in here, and I feel like this is somebody who is on the level with you. Like, this is somebody who's on the level with you. Again, they're showing me that card number 25 from the Indigo Sage Oracle, showing me that sacred partnership of the High Priestess and the Hierophant. They run the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? They run the physical realm because they in tune with spirit. This is a spiritual power couple. Spiritual power couple, man, people think physical power couples is everything, but let me tell you something. The spiritual power couple, I heard they could work incognito and have more effect than what people would label a power couple, because people out here, they labeling these power couples based off of, most of them, based off of financial holdings, based off their financial assets and stuff, as being power couples. Yeah, well, this is a power couple whose spiritual assets far outweighs anybody's financial assets. You hear what I'm saying? Okay. Bottom of the Handmade Oracle. Let's go into this experience now. You're going to have to do something different and uncomfortable to reach the destination you've chosen. Yeah. When you face these triggers, honey, talk about different and uncomfortable. Sitting up there looking at the experience. Why did I attract this? Where is this vibrating in harmony with me? Why am I resonant with this? Looking at the self as a source of why this experience is showing up, and it's showing you something to learn from, instead of dismissing it and dismissing the lesson and dismissing the situation, only to repeat it again with a new face, a new name, on a new day. Okay, I heard get to it, don't run from it. I heard get to it, don't run from it. So that's the vibe. You got to it, you're not running from it. This year, I heard, is an 8 year. Okay, 8 year. They did tell me, so before I go into these cards, I'm going to do that. As I was preparing for your reading, they did tell me to read for you, not to investigate it myself, but to read for you and learn with you about the 8 universal year, because 2024 is an 8 universal year. 8, what I already know about it, which is they had me reflecting on that too, is as above, so below, infinity, infinite ability, okay, and power. It's fortunate. A lot of cultures look at the number 8 as a good fortune number. Yeah, it's a powerful number. It's a number of flow of energy, a reciprocal flow of energy. Even if you look at the number 8, its shape will tell you all these numbers. One of the things about numerology, if you look at the shape, you can channel these messages off of the shape of the number. The number 8 is, that infinite loop, an infinite loop. So you go round and round. You hit the same experience from a different headspace, or at least that's the point of it coming around. So you can hit it from a different headspace, And so this is anywhere where there's past life experience coming up again, you're a different being going into it the next time. The repetitive cycle comes back so that you can react differently, so you can respond in an empowered way. Okay, so before we pull these cards, let me grab this phone over here, and we're going to pull up this website, or this search that I put in here. Oh, it didn't stay. Hold on. 8 universal year. I'm just going to put that right in to the search box, okay? First thing that comes up, the number 8 is considered particularly auspicious as it is associated with prosperity and financial success. In practical terms, 2024 will likely be a year of growth and expansion in many areas of our lives. It can manifest as a time of financial prosperity, career success, or growth and development. Okay. Leaving behind a period of introspection and moving into a year of prosperity. An intensely powerful year demanding that we all step into the world with our eyes and hearts wide open, monetize, and invest. The number 8 is ruled by the planet Saturn, just like the zodiac sign Capricorn. So Saturn is the taskmaster. There's rewards for doing the work. If you've been put to task and you have done it, I see the rewards coming back, okay? And they want me to look up on one more as we reflect on the number 8. They want me to look up Joanne Sacred Scribes, okay? A message about the number 8. 1 second. Pulling it up now. So Joanne Sacred Scribes is a website that Spirit brought me 2 years ago regarding the numerology, okay? And it pulled up 888. We really want number 8. So give me one moment. Angel number, let me do it again. 8. All right. There we go. Got it right this time. All right. Angel number 8 resonates with the influences and vibrations of authority and personal power, self-confidence, executive ability, confidence, inner strength, professionalism, and the professional, management, material freedom, success, good judgment, money, finances, riches, manifesting wealth, abundance and prosperity, provision, investments, discrimination and discernment, giving and receiving, thoroughness, dependability, self-reliance, repose, practicality, consideration, inner wisdom, self-sufficiency, social status, pragmatism, the ego, aggregation, compassion, dictatorship, executive. Pause on this reading because as I was reading that and it said the ego, okay, they said if you had did the work with us last year where we set an agreement between the ego mind and the spiritual mind to work together in harmony and they walked off in the sunset, you're perfectly prepared for this year. If you have not, that's some work you're going to want to do. You're going to want to make friends with your ego, understand the data that it's feeding you and the purpose that it serves, and be grateful for it so that it can work in harmony with you, not against you. If you're still trying to kill the ego, you might not be set up in the most empowered way for this 8 year, I heard. Okay. So let's see. Angel number 8 brings an uplifting message of encouragement from your angels, telling of achievement, success, striving forward, progress, and attainment. It's a message to stay optimistic and listen to your intuition and inner guidance as you hold positive expectations and thoughts of a positive abundance in all its forms. Set solid foundations for yourself and your loved ones, as this will ensure your future prosperity. The universe and your angels will always support you, but it is your responsibility to ensure that you put in the appropriate work and effort when and where necessary. You are encouraged to live up to your full potential. Angel number 8 brings a message from the angels that financial abundance is on its way to you as you have worked diligently and intelligently towards achieving your goals and aspirations, and your just rewards will be yours. Be grateful for the blessings in your life and for those yet to come. Angel number 8 tells you to step into your personal power and have faith and trust in your own abilities, skills, and talents, and to use them to their highest potential. Number 8 is the number of karma, the universal spiritual law of cause and effects. Okay, beautiful. All right, so that's about this universal number 8 year. As I'm looking at Wisdom app and the number 8 is staring at me in the face again. Okay, you had to do something different to get a different result. There is a cause and effect. Guess what happens when you do something different? You have a different outcome. You have a different outcome. And so I see that energy here where you had to do something different to get a different effect, a different outcome. And now you're focused on repeating that process. I hear repeating that process because you see the benefit that you have attained from doing things differently than what you used to always do. Okay. Yeah, I see, there's some sort of heartbreak here, but I see you speaking out new beginnings. I see that one of the things is, some stuff is hurt, but you saw the truth from it. So you took some painful experiences to reveal the truth to yourself about what was happening there. Again, showing the truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free. That's when you look in that mirror and you find out where your own face is dirty and you clean it up before you walk off. And so you don't look like a fool and then you still walking around with the same mess on your face. In other words, somebody shows up in your experience, okay, you can still be feeling the feelings of that. The 8, again, at the bottom of the deck of the Hermetic Tarot here, again, the number 8, we have Major Arcana 8, Fortitude, which is a strength card, okay? Yeah, this is all about you being in control, being in power, okay, of your physical responses, especially when something is so magnetic. When something's magnetic, it takes a lot of willpower to break that connection, yeah. This is why trauma bonds can be so effective in keeping you stuck. 8 of Swords and keeping you stuck. Okay. I just see like this is a reboot. This is a reboot here. Okay. This is a reboot in your energy. Let me see what you have. You have the 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Coming out with a little bit of rain makes it easy to pull up the weeds. Okay. 2 of Cups in reverse. There is no reciprocation in love here. This is not a love connection, honey. No, it's not. It could have looked like one at some point. You could have thought it was, but it is not a love connection here. I heard, can you stand the rain? What's that old school song? Can you stand the rain? It's like, they want me to look up the lyrics. Hold on, let me do it. Okay, can you stand the rain? Somebody here, you want it. And then I hear Missy's Missy's song. Okay. I can't stand the rain. Okay. Against my window. Okay. I heard that as well. But this is the new edition version that came through first. On a perfect day, I know that I can count on you. When that's not possible, can you tell me, can you weather the storm? Because I need somebody who will stand by me through the good times and the bad times. She will always, always be right there. Sunny days, everybody loves them. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? Storms will come. This we know for sure. Can you stand the rain? Love unconditional. I'm not asking just of you. And girl, to make it last, I'll do whatever needs to be done. But I need somebody who will stand by me. When it's tough, she won't run. She'll always be right there for me. Okay. And then it just repeats. So, that's the thing here. Somebody here, they want you to stand by them or you want them to stand by you. Well, I see that's not happening. This is weeds. This is weeds in your life. Yeah, it might hurt a little bit, baby, but that hurt, the little bit of rain. So this card was designed, my kids and I, during the COVID period, we had to clean up the weeds around the house. And you know what? It was a nice rainy day the day before. So the next day, the ground was still all soft and moist. Do you know how easy it was to pull them weeds up by the root? So after you go through the emotional pain of not getting the love you deserve, you ain't got no love. You ain't had no love. And this is very, honey, it could have made you cry, but it sure made it easier for you to pull them weeds up. Somebody here, you pulled up a past life connection experience here. You had a past life connection with somebody. And you know what? There was a disappointment, whether you actually shed tears or not. That disappointment was enough for you to see like, oh, this is not love. You could have thought it was because it had so much magnetism from the beginning. Has so much magnetism from the beginning. In that song, it talked about unconditional love. Well, somebody here could be asking for your unconditional love, not understanding what unconditional love means. Unconditional love means presence, No presents. If I know what you're doing, who you're with, if I'm by your side, if I ever talk to you again or not, I love you. Okay, maybe you really did learn unconditional love. This person just don't understand what it means. They want you to love them unconditionally. They want you to love them no matter what they did. And now you do. Now you do. I heard now you do. You don't got to see them no more. That's okay. You're going to be just fine. You still going to love them. You just ain't going to see them no more. Presents. And we put that on the comments. I mean, on the community section. We put it on our social medias. That, you know, it's time to understand that presence and love are not the same thing. And they don't always go together. Just because you love somebody don't mean that you really need to be present with them in your life. Okay? Not always. We have the Hermit. We have the World. We have the Eight of Cups. Look at that. And we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, you made a choice to leave a situation. This was your level up. This was you overcoming obstacles and limitations. You balance yourself spiritually and physical. And, you know, you went on a search for your own. You went ghost. You disappeared, okay? A little bit of rain makes it easy to pull up the weeds. You disappeared on a situation, okay, where there was no love. You let it go. And you went about your business. This was a level up for you when you decided to go about your business, go off on your own, you know, go leave this situation behind you. That was a level up for you. Good move. Okay. That's what you have. All right. So now you want to see the success part of you. You're like, okay, I did it. Where's my reward? Six of Wands. Okay. You know, you winning. Triggered much. Okay. So now, you know, the situation here with the triggered much card coming out here saying, listen, you overcame this trigger. You're like, I know I got a reward coming. Okay. Where's the reward ceremony? Six of Wands is where you removed yourself from the battlefield. Okay. Think about a human war, right? Well, first off, war, what did they say in that movie? War only creates widows. War only creates widows. That's all that's going to create. So in the situation here, Three of Swords, yeah, the truth that hurt like a being set you free. You know, Nine of Cups, justice. Okay, but you know what you want, so you cut that off. Two of Swords, letting it go. Yeah, you're like, where's my reward for this? Okay, where's my reward? Okay, I know there's a reward for this. I know something better is coming in to replace this situation as I remove the energy that was disappointing, heartbreaking, whatever that. It triggered. I investigated my trigger. Okay, I know there's benefits for doing this spiritual work. Okay, I'm looking forward to see what else comes behind that. Okay, you were triggered much. You were triggered. Okay, where were you triggered? You look at it. The truth that hurts like being set you free. Nine of Cups gives you a higher level of self-knowledge, self-awareness, justice, so you can change what kind of decision you make. This is what you wanted. You wanted to see the pain so you can get the gain, honey. No pain, no gain is what the world says all the time. Well, on a spiritual level and an emotional level, that so often is exactly the truth. So often. Okay, so what actions are you taking? I feel like I need to be in charge of things in order for them to have a successful outcome. Honey, you are large and in charge. Strength card energy at the bottom of the deck, taking control in the situation. Okay, Seven of Wands, standing your ground to move towards, I heard, mutually assured destruction. What? No, that was a joke. They're like, ha, 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 ha. Well, in a sense, it's not a joke. In a sense, it's very literal. Because what is being destroyed on your side and their side is who the heck you used to be. All those illusions, all those fake ideas, that's what's being destroyed. The mutually assured destruction is a destruction of the falsehoods, the false narratives, okay? The attributing of what happened externally for you. It's their fault. No, the fuck it's not. This is where it was vibing with you. You wanted to create something different. It required the uncreation and destruction of what was inside of yourself. So here you go, persisting. This is what you're doing. You're persisting. You're like, I'm moving through this. So you're feeling it and you're feeling through it. Okay, you're taking the guidance from the feeling. Yeah, see, Hierophant, there's a teacher. This is a teaching situation. You learning, you're applying wisdom, okay? And this is higher level education. Emperor, yeah, to protect yourself, be in your authority. You the power, you the lawman, you the authority. Your daddy love you. Okay, Seven of Swords. This is the divine plan with the Eight of Wands about where you give your arrows of love. Okay, transformational experiences. You're standing your ground to have these transformational experiences, believing in yourself, picking up the pace, taking action, okay, standing in your ground to protect yourself. Some of you, that's what you needed to learn, how to stand in your ground to protect yourself. and to protect your path. And yes, you do need to take charge in your life, not just living haphazardly, whatever they send your way, just taking every old thing. No, it's an option on the table. The way you respond to it is up to you. Okay, the way you respond to it is up to you. How you feeling? Let's see, we had the 3 of swords. That's not feeling so good. Fake smile to hide the pain. Okay, I heard fake it till you make it. Okay. Yeah, so here I see you seeing a person, you seeing, you listen, you're looking for a way to create that happiness inside, or you've been creating that happiness inside. Okay, you know that these hurtful things were for a reason. You ain't against that. Okay, Page of Pentacles, you're taking the lesson about how you deal with folks and who you deal with. Okay, the moon and Pisces energy here about the past, how you've been dealing in the past, what you've been learning in the past. 7, excuse me, I said 7. It was the divine plan trying to come through. This was a divine plan for you to learn these limitations and boundaries. Okay, and the tower, well, the tower is falling, and I see you stand off to the side just smiling. So a situation happened here, and you removed yourself from the tower. You went ghost on the situation, removed yourself from this tower. Okay, you know, and what it was, somebody here, you just realized that somebody was never really happy around you, that they were just pretending to be happy. Somebody here, you realized you had a chameleon. And I just heard this Latin song, Kama, 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 Chameleon. Okay. The thing of it is, though, what a chameleon does, it mimics the presentation of its environment. Okay. So a chameleon doesn't actually, I mean, it reflects back the colors that it's around. That's why it seems to change colors and disappear into the background. It's got this great camo ability. Why? Because it's able to blend in with its experience. Okay, in your feeling, you could feel like this person was just reflecting your energy back to you, pretending to be like you. Okay, you had to put on a smile and move past it, you know, and that smile, it's interesting. You can literally fake smile until you make a real smile. The brain doesn't know the difference if that smile is real or fake. So maybe you're feeling crappy. Maybe you literally don't feel like you have no reason to feel smiling and happy, because maybe you still here healing from heartbreak and all that stuff, and you don't know how this is going to go or where it's going to go, but you know you have this passion. It's a strong connection there. I feel like that's a past life soulmate. Okay, cool. Got you. If you want to feel better, though, and you put that fake smile, what the brain will do, and there's studies to show, you can investigate it more if you want to. Just look on your Google, get on your phone. Yeah, if you put that there, it'll cause your brain to create the happiness to match the smile. Okay, so that really does happen in the physical body. But I feel like you felt that somebody's here, their joy, it wasn't real. You could see the pain in somebody. Like they try to smile about the love you get, but they didn't know what to do with it. It was too much. You was just too much for them. It's like I'm seeing this uncomfortable feeling where they say they want you there, but you don't feel that when you're there. Like you can sense you still want to be there for whatever reason. You're like, why do I even want to be here? It doesn't really feel like they want me here. And I heard part of it was determining how much of that was coming from you and how much of that was coming from them. How much of that was a psychic information being given to you, being received by you, and how much of that was your own pain coming through and being felt as you were feeling triggered. Okay. Anywhere where you were accepting a situation that you knew you really wasn't vibing with, but you were just putting up with stuff just to stay there. Yeah, that stuff ain't working no more. You said anywhere where I thought I was satisfied here, where I thought I was happy here, I realized I really wasn't. Okay. And part of it, somebody here, you had a person who was able to reflect your own soul energy back to you. So they look like a soulmate. They look like a soulmate, but it wasn't. They were just reflecting your energy back to you. See, this is the thing. We get caught up in love situations that gets us so much life lessons, which is not a bad thing. This is beneficial. You can use all of it, but it doesn't feel good, right? And part of the reason we get that caught up is because we keep attributing the love we feel in our hearts and making it their fault. Oh, they're the reason I feel so much love. No, you feel so much love because when you look at them in an allowing, flowing energy of love. And it definitely is easier. In other words, you're seeing parts of them that mirrors your true energy of love that you hold. Doesn't mean that you don't love them. Yes, you do love them. But trust and believe that when you find somebody you love, it's not about that person. It's because that person is matching your vibration on some level. That's why you're feeling that towards that person. Okay. Interesting the way this energy works. Let me see what you're talking about. You're talking about this Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. Okay, what you're talking about, the best feeling is knowing you love me as much as I love you. Okay, again, this morning. So one of the things, if you've been with me for a while here, you know, one of the things I've been waking up doing is giving myself hugs and kisses, you know, copping a feel on myself, letting myself know that I'm sexy, desirable, lovable, and worthy to be touched and loved and hugged on and kissed on. I give that to myself. Okay, and so that's the vibe that this best feeling and knowing you love me as much as I love you. Here's the thing, you know, and you speaking out into your experience. I'm gonna attract somebody. At some point, I'm gonna attract somebody that's gonna hit the nail on the head. They're gonna be the bullseye because the love that I reflect out is gonna be the same love that they reflect out. Okay, we're both gonna project pure positive love onto one another. I know I'm not the only one. Okay, I know I'm not the only one. That vibe is not nothing to do. The vibe of that song ain't nothing to do with the way this new person energy is. Okay. But here's the thing. It kind of does, because you know that you're not the only person that this person will love, but you're the only person that you're going to have this type of love with this person. Okay. And no, we're not talking about polyamory. We're talking about a person whose energy is just like theirs. Just like there's a lot of people you love, and a lot of people that thrive in the focus of your love and reflect that back to you. This person has that too. So the circle may be small and tight knit, but there's a whole lot of love in there. Okay. You speaking over to your life, the attraction of a relationship that is balanced and reciprocal. Somebody who is an empowered energy as well. And what am I seeing? We got this Ace of Pentacles. There's a big old coin here. What I'm seeing is when you attract this, now you got two. And what is that? Two big old coins, on one on top of the other, one next to each other, whichever way you want to line them up. I don't care which side you put them, but you put them right next to each other. Now we got the number 8. Now we got the number 8. Now we got that infinite flow of energy. Okay, it's different when you have somebody who loves you like you love them. That's a power energy in your life. Okay, it's going to generate a lot. 6 of Wands, success. Your hard work paying off. You talking about it. You're talking about how all the relationships you went through taught you when to walk away. You now know when to walk away. That you're thriving now, okay? And that you enjoy overcoming all these difficulties and having victory, okay? You know you got honors, you win, you get a raise, okay? You got achievements, Knight of Pentacles in walking away, taking accountability, dealing with issues and evolving, okay? You know, being goal-oriented, serious, and dependable. Yeah, King of Pentacles, your word is your bond, okay? You create stability, financial success, and some more. You speaking this out over the devil. Yes, you speaking this out over your life. Don't do drugs. Okay, you speaking out, you know, success and victory over connections that were just based off of sexual chemistry, okay, over dis-ease and dysfunction, okay, over being dragged down, stability. So what you speaking about, what you talking about, what your communication on, what your focus going towards. This 8 of Swords, focus. You are very focused coming out. What you focused on is overcoming and replacing the negative with the positive, honey. Yes, that you have overcome obstacles and challenges. Devil's Capricorn energy. You have gone where no other creature could go. You seen them goats scaling them rock mountain walls? Yeah, they don't just be walking up paths. They don't be walking up mountains. They walk up fucking walls. I heard there's something about their feet. I heard this one time, that there's something about their feet that they're able to like grasp and create suction on any little rock in the wall, on any little part crevice that sticks out. They're able to, the way their feet move. So that is telling me what you're speaking out, the way I move, honey, the way I move. Okay. And they're showing me a very skilled dancer. I heard I tap dance through life. If you say you tap dance through life, there's definitely your message. But there is also, I'm seeing like a ninja. I'm seeing like a ninja. You know how the ninja is not seen unless they want to be seen. And there's all these people walking around, but can't nobody see that ninja. But you watching the movie, so you can see the ninja. And you're like, wow, I got ninja moves. Okay. This is a ninja move. Focusing on the love that you have in your life, okay, and remaining honest and loyal to the path of receiving it reciprocally. If you're going to get involved with it like that, you're like, that is not Okay, that is not my person. Okay, that is not my partner for this life. It may be a past life connection, but that's not who I'm supposed to end up with. You were like, oh no, that is not the one. Okay, so let me see what you already know. You know the Ten of Cups and pronoia. Boom, I love it. Those of you who don't know the word pronoia, this is a great addition to your vocabulary. The definition of pronoia is a psychology term for a person who believes that the world around them conspires to do them good. It's the opposite of paranoia, the positive counterpart of paranoia. With the Ten of Cups, you know the universe is in your favor. You know that perfect relationship for you exists, the one where somebody can beautifully reflect your energy back to you, and also you can reflect it back to them, and it's reciprocal and it's balanced and it's the fulfillment. Okay, and you know that you can hold that in yourself without another person's presence. Okay, and I'm hearing, and the person can too. This has to do with your thought. You need to know that everything is in your favor. Okay, yeah, the Page of Swords and the High Priestess and the Seven of Cups, how you using your thoughts to focus, okay, on your wish fulfillment here, and the Four of Swords, and you stay there. You rest in that, okay? This is the energy here of, you know, that you've been falling asleep, fantasizing about your dreams, living that dream life. I'm living my dream life, okay? Fantasizing and visualizing. You if you've been falling asleep in visualization of the universe conspiring to do you good, working in your favor, the universe conspiring, and all the universe conspiring in my favor. All right, the universe loves me. The universe loves me and wants me here, so it satisfies me every day. And how is that true? Yeah, anywhere where you've been doing all this energy is serving you well. This is beneficial for you. You gonna love the outcome from that. You're gonna love what this brings into your life. Yeah, you know the universe is in your favor. You know you got an intuition. Okay, when you got a question, you can speak it over your body. I heard, even as it applies to things like food, body, which one do you want? You know. What's that? Muscle testing. Thank you. Muscle testing. I heard you do that with your spirit. You do that with your spirit. You do muscle testing with your spirit. Do we really want this? You ask your spirit that. Your spirit will show you the answer. You know you can trust that. Okay, this is how you decide that you're taking charge in this experience. You say, I'm going to go ahead and do a spirit test. I'm going to do a spirit test. I'm going to ask my spirit, this is what I want. I'm going to do this with everything in my life. I heard with everything in my life, over all my decisions. Okay, especially when something triggers you. You do a sort of a spirit testing then too, because that's where you say, spirit, okay, what is this trying to show me? What's a lesson here? What is here for me to see so I can transmute this energy? Yeah, you do that. You know that the more you ask, the more answers you receive. Okay, you do. And you also know that this experience that you have, anywhere where you have walked away from something that you thought was love, but you weren't really getting love, yeah, you learned a lot from them too. So what spirit wants you to know at this time? We have interesting. This is the only card that looks like this. It's the Phenomenal Woman, the poetry from Maya Angelou. Okay, and then Ace of Cups. Damn, what spirit wants you to know is your Ace of Cups has turned you into the Phenomenal Woman, baby. Pretty woman, wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model's size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my steps, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and to a man, the fellows stand or fall on their knees. Then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say it's the fire in my eyes and the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist and the joy in my feet. I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breasts, the grace of my style. I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say it's the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need of my care, because I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. Your Ace of Cups, Spirit wants you to know your Ace of Cups, self-love energy has turned you into a phenomenal woman, phenomenally. I love that. That's you. Say it. I'm a phenomenal woman, That's me. Claim that. That's a good energy. That's an empowering energy to put a period on, they said. With the Ace of Cups, we have the Strength card. Boom. That's great because we had the Strength card at the bottom of the reading saying you needed to get some control in this situation. Three of Pentacles. This is now you can create from this energy. Now you're sitting in a position where you got some expertise. You're certified, honey. You're done with the basics. Okay. The basic was self-love. You had to learn that basic first. This is going to create you, you're promoted to the next level. So you're going to attract higher level connections. Okay. This is initiation through studying occult wisdom and stuff like that. You find beautiful and enduring empowerment for yourself. Yeah. Six of Swords, you're ready for the new stuff, okay? This is a mental or spiritual journey that you've been on. Now you're trying something different instead of the same old thing, getting the same old results. So your situation is improving. This is an important turning point. When you found that self-love, this was you leaving problems behind. There's a financial restriction that comes with this. Yeah, spirit of change is going to cause you to travel. You're going to travel, whether that's mentally or physically, yeah? The Knight of Swords, this happens quickly, okay? As you approach and confront negativity, yeah, you had to process some stuff, okay? Your efforts are paying off. You know you're admired. You ain't playing around with that victimization mode no more. You're a conqueror. You're brave. You got mental and physical strength, honey. You could tell somebody off, straight the fuck off. If they're not if they're not ready for you, tell them to click off. Yeah, you tell them to click off. Yeah. You've been brainstorming how you could address issues to bring more peace in your life, build yourself up and find your power. And it was all in that self-love energy. And now you are the phenomenal woman. I love this. Okay. This is what Spirit wants you to know. This is what you need to remember in the next phase as you continue to grow, that you are a woman phenomenally. Okay. Yes, Spirit's guided this whole experience with the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the clarifying tarot. You're being guided by Spirit. Let's see what your Alpha and Omega messages has to say. All right. Eight of Action. There's so much going on right now that it may feel overwhelming to you, and yet it's wonderful to be so busy with the work that you love. Express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time, even if it feels that life is challenging. If you're asked to travel and take a flight, then do so with confidence. Okay, yeah. All right. What else? Dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. You'd be awestruck if you know how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember, though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. We love you so much. And then I heard not just other areas of your life. I heard but areas of your life where you feel empowered, where you feel satisfaction. Some of you work so hard to keep that house so sparkling clean. Sit in the energy of appreciating that. Sit in the empowerment of that. Some of you worked so hard to get that car. You better take that ride with pride, honey, and feel the luxury of the ambiance you created for yourself. Some of you work so hard to create that business. Man, go sit in your place of business and just feel satisfaction. Man, I did that. Sit in the, in other words, they want you to not just focus somewhere else. They want you to focus somewhere where you have that attainment, where you have that satisfaction, where you have that success and accomplishment. This is what we have for your download today. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time, 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.